Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Heaven on Earth. I'm Michael, the Leo Mystic, and this is where I channel the sacred guidance for this astrological week of the 18th until the 24th of August. And if you want to learn all about astrology from scratch, go check out the link in the YouTube comments, or at least the section below. You can join. The course starts from March onwards and is about 6 weeks online with me and 8 to 20 other people. All right, cool. So we're shifting into Aquarius. That it happens on Tuesday, at least in Belgium, 9:30 p.m. So this is obviously Aquarius is themes of connectivity, the group, being humanitarian, rebellion, science, progression, the future. All these things come into the picture. But even though we want to connect, even though we're open-minded, Saturn is there. So instantly, the sun does not like Aquarius. The sun is not at home in Aquarius. So our energy is at a low point. We're kind of dried up, if you will, because there's only wind energy and earth. I was like, what was that? It was a blockage. So there's only wind and earth. And yes, I mean, on Monday, Tuesday, and a little bit of Wednesday, there's moon in Aries. So, for momentum and for action, holy shit, that's the time. But from then onwards, from Wednesday, sun encounters Saturn on Saturday. So it's going to be dry times. It's going to be cold, and the land is dried up, and there's drought. So what the invitation is here is, even though we start off the month with the moon in Aries and Saturn conjunct the sun in Aquarius, there's this restriction. There's more rules, and we're fed up with it. We feel angry. We want to get physical. We want to fight. I mean, Mars is conjunct Uranus, and these are very dangerous times where, we can get really physical and cut things in two. So I think there's the energy to prematurely act, and to just act because you're angry, because there's nothing going on, because you're fed up with what is going on here. However, the beauty of it all is that we got Venus in Capricorn, and even though that's not really it's not good and it's not bad. It's like it's just good in relating and just getting really practical at shit and just thinking, for the just long term. But there's this tension between the future and now. And so the people who win are not the ones who are just gonna, and the energy is present to just, like, for no reason, because it's Aquarius and it's Uranus, right? Unpredictable, all of a sudden, like, rah, full rage, full aggression, full expression of anger and resentment. But for what? It's only going to be met with more restrictions and more regulations and with a hard fist, to be honest. So those people are not going to win. The people who win, and the image that I received was like, when soldiers were about to storm on the battlefield, there's this general that says, hold, hold, hold. And like the tension is building, and it's like, rah, hold. And some people could be like, no, fuck it, I want to go, rah. And those people are going to get shot because they didn't listen. Because even though Sun is in Aquarius, Saturn is there. So there's an authority saying, you're going to wait until I tell you what to do. And even though Aquarius does not like that shit, it is better to hold. And those people who will win this week are the ones who can let the external environment make them like do shit, whatever, like they're doing stuff to them, and you're not a victim of your circumstances. Whatever is happening in chaos around you, you just stay there grounded, because there's still a lot of grounded energy. So that's our benefit, or that's like the benefit, if you will. So it's really about being super aware of the images and messages in your environment, and you just watch and you just observe. And the moment you see something that really is damn clear for you to act, you fucking go. But not later and not earlier, especially not earlier, because that is just going to lash back in your face. Trust me. So this is really about reading your environment, being super aware, staying centered, being very neutral, being very objective. That's the invitation. That's what the energy is. But instead of rebelling, because we got Jupiter square Mars, we got Jupiter square Uranus, right? And even Saturn is squaring that energy, but especially the Jupiter square Mars is going to be really when Saturn and the Sun meet. So it's heavy. It's serious. It's the most serious day of the year, the most disciplined of the year too. So it's really about knowing what you have available, right? When farmers at the land, for instance, the land is dry, it is windy outside, and you can't go out and plant something or sow something. So this is really, you work with the rationings, or what's that called again? The ransonings. Anyway, what am I trying to say? Just the rations. I think you know what I'm saying. The food that is available, and the plants and the vegetables and the grain and whatever that is available. You work with that, and you're creative with that, and that's the invitation. You can make some pretty epic meals of everything that is left, even if it's just a little bit. But some people could get very needy, and some people could be like, I don't like that the corn is already gone. I want corn. I want cornbread. And they're going to rebel, and they're just going to fight and just look for corn in other houses and just be super mad about it and maybe steal, and become very unpredictable. But, why would you do that? You have other things available. Work with that. Be super creative with that. That's the invitation. That's the image that I want you to have in mind this week. So it could be, for those who wait and listen and see and observe, those people who act on the time, on the spot, they have so much beautiful energy available. But do it too much, too early, too late, you lose. You're going to hit a wall, or you're going to get it in your face. Too early is you hit a wall. Too late, it lashes back in your face. That's pretty much it. So I think that's pretty clear. And that's just all I'm going to say, because we will have a lot of air energy, and information is going to come at you. And it might feel like a wall. That's a funny thing, there's so much information, and it's only going to get way worse and way more. So there is the energy to communicate and to speak, and I think words are going to go faster than ever. So news is going to be spread, but there's just so much news. You're going to have to wait and see until you have full clarity. If you act too prematurely on whatever theory there is, well, you might end up in jail. There, I said it. Anyway, much love. See you next week. Have a beautiful one. Bye-bye.